Hey, Chris. I'm just checking in. Sophia misses you. I do too, but I think it's good. We both know you needed some time away for a couple of weeks. I hope it helps. Anyway, see you soon.
Oh, Chris. Great to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Reynolds. Most of my patients call me Thomas. Please, have a seat. So, Chris, tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I've been married to my wife, Grace, for 8 years now. We've got a daughter.
Do you and your family live nearby?
No, we're not from around here.
Oh, a long commute then.
Well, I'm living with my sister for the time being, and she's right up the road, so.
Would you mind elaborating on that just a bit?
There's really nothing to it. I guess the way that I've been acting lately is upsetting to my wife. So she said I couldn't live at home for a couple weeks till I sorted myself out.
You know, it doesn't really sound like there's nothing to it.
She says I drink too much. Apparently her daughter's starting to notice, says it scares her.
And you? Do you think you should still be living at home? You're very brave, Chris. Being a father is hard. What's most important now is getting your mind back in the right headspace so you can go home and be with your daughter. She needs you.
I always feel a little bit more down around this time of year.
Not unusual. Many people go through a seasonal depression during these colder months.
No. I mean, yeah, but it's not just that.
What do you mean?
It's because of my dad. A couple weeks ago was the anniversary when we lost him.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that.
It's fine. He died when I was 10.
Do you find that the anniversary makes you a little bit more irritable?
It's hard to know how to be a good dad when you didn't grow up with one for most of your life.
You know, there was a time once when I was far away from my kids for a long time. So much so that when I returned, I was a stranger to them.
Did things get better?
Sadly, no. They were old enough to resent me by the time I returned. Can you remember anything that your dad did or said that made you sense that he loved you?
I don't really remember much before he died. Except I do have this one memory of him, though. A couple days before the accident.
Accident?
He was killed in a car crash. Drunk driver.
Chris, very often with my clients who have been through traumatic situations, I ask them to write down as many details as they possibly can of the incident. It helps them process it, and I'm wondering, perhaps you might be willing to do that before our next session?
Sure.
Great. I look forward to hearing how that goes for you.
Quite a scene here tonight, as a man has just been pronounced dead on impact after being brutally crushed between this tree and the uncontrolled car of this drunk driver.
So, how'd the writing assignment go?
I learned a lot.
Tell me more.
November 4th, 2003. I didn't realize when I went to sleep that night that it would be the last time I'd see my dad. As he was driving home from work the next day, he was killed in an accident, dead on impact. killed by a drunk driver in a 1998 Ford F-150.
Chris.
Shut up! I sat in the house alone, waiting for Mom to come back. She got back late. I remember hearing her cry the whole night. The next day on TV, I saw the news report saying John Olson killed in drunk driving accident by 45-year-old Thomas Reynolds.
Enough!
How could you do this?
It was an accident.
You know what? You're a liar. You're a liar and a murderer. You think that you can pay for what you did by pretending to help people? You're the one who needs help. You should be rotting in prison.
Enough, Chris! I've served my time. 10 years.
Well, it wasn't enough! Never be enough.
Chris, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about your father. He's my constant reminder of why I do what I do. I know what I did was unforgivable, but there is hope. Look at where I am now. I served those years in prison. I put in the work. I lost everything. But here I am, committed to helping people who are on the same path I was on. People like you, Chris. Can you trust me with that?
Hey, Grace. I finally got some help and some closure. It was one of the most challenging things I've had to face, but I'm trusting the process. I'm just ready to come home. I miss you. I'm sorry, Grace. I was wrong. I promise to do everything I can to be better for our family because I need you guys. And I love you. I'll see you soon.